You're with us. Boy, Alex Gonzalez, great stop to preserve the win and the save for Myers, Pat Henkin, as we play here in the fifth end of this all-important game for Canada and Norway. Both teams are 5-2, and this is the final stone for Dordi Nordby in the fourth. Canada leading 2-1. The two-time world champion.
Hold it in.
Trying to blank, and the shooter will roll, and it will hang on to the 12 for 1. And so as we begin play here in the fifth, it's a 2-2 tie, Norway and Canada.
Come on.
Well, for the baseball equivalent so far, Cathy Borst would be credited with a bit of a save, because she has actually saved 2 wins where she hit against 2 in the first to score and hit against 3 Norwegian stones in the third to score that single. She was trying to be fairly aggressive on both occasions. It didn't work, so she got the singles. And both of Norway's points are on blank attempts where Dordi Nordby hit and stayed.
And like Wayne Middaugh, the Blue Jays bounced back today, and Wayne Middaugh did as well this afternoon. So,
yep, he took it out on Roland Jentsch of Germany.
Well, you're right, Linda. Cathy's made a couple of clutch shots. You you happen to roll out one of those shots or miss it completely. This is altogether a different story. And this is a very big game for Cathy Borst. There's no question about that.
We see the Norwegian team many times as Dordi Nordby rink. And in past years, they have alternated many players. This year, they are alternating lead position. Kristen is in at this particular point. And I think it's a wise move, leaving Hannah Woods, the very experienced player, at third and not moving her in and out.
Yeah. They weren't satisfied with the performance at Nagano either, Linda. And they were very inconsistent there, and Hannah's been around a long, long time. And they've looked, Dordi's looked a lot more intense this week than I've seen her for a couple of years. She's really into it.
No. Right up. 8-9.
This is the 8th draw of women's play, and it's Denmark and Sweden currently on top of the standings at 6-1, and then the 3 teams, Canada, Germany, Norway, all 5-2, and expected to be the 5 countries that battle for the 4 playoff spots. Sitting at 4 losses are the Swiss with an outside chance. This is the second draw for the Canadian women today. They lost this morning. Cathy Borst 5-3 to Sweden, and Elizabeth Gustafsson to fall into that second place 3-way tie.
Now this is a sheet E, an outside sheet for our viewers that have been following along with this. We have had some frost problems, and what's been happening as the frost has been creeping in from the outside, pushing the center up a little bit, where the heat comes in and filters across and moves to the center, and the centers have been a little higher, and then actually been straightening out as we move through the games. You also have to watch the rings carefully, the house area, because the rocks will die very quickly.
The other thing that happens on these sheets, and particularly this one with the stands on the right as we look at it, is draw weight's a little bit difficult for the players. They've been struggling a bit. This is brought to you by Canadian Airlines. The ice speeds, measuring with a stopwatch between the hog lines, it's the critical draw weight. 13.5 seconds is about an average weight. Close to the stands, they might find it a bit frostier. Takeouts for the women are about 9.5, hack about 11.5, and guard about 15.5 seconds between those hog lines. But it is that critical draw weight that they've been struggling with. As I said, we might find during the game that this one side, the one that Marianne Haslam's playing down right now, might get a bit frostier, and we may see the time come down during the game. They're playing a split, so the weight looks good for that shot.
And made very well.
Yes.
And that is one of the benefits of using a stopwatch in curling. It's been around for a while, but when you're playing, you can track both your stones and your opponent's stones down the various spots just to check that the ice isn't changing too much.
Nice shot by Brenda.
Let's update you on the other games on the ice. Very important game. Two teams among the playoff contenders. Germany and Sweden tied 2-2 as they play the fifth. Japan coming off their first win this morning in a 3-3 tie with Scotland. Denmark tied for the lead and leading the U.S. 3-2. And Switzerland trying to remain at 4 losses with a 3-1 lead over Finland.
Oh! Whoa! Oh! Whoa! Back! 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 Yeah! Yeah!
Playing the run back. They lost it, I think. Ooh. Just about.
For quite a bit of the ice, you heard Dordi say "Vec." That means don't sweep it, stay off it, and all of a sudden it took off.
That's the thing you have to be so careful of when you're playing, especially down that side, as you've already mentioned, Linda. The weight was down a bit.
It seemed to me it was a little bit. A few of them have seemed to be lighter on that side.
Det har ikke blitt noe trådere, Kristin.
She's terrific with Dordi in the house as well, Hannah, with all that experience. And she is the left-hander, so this is the out-turn draw for her.
Returns to the team really after giving birth to her first child, a son.
Den kulten där. Den kulten där. Ja, jag såg den. Den första den plockade alltså. Ja, den drog ju över.
Heather Godderson.
She had another good game against Sweden with an 88% average. A game earlier today, Canada had a few bad breaks, and it was really the play of Swedish skip Elisabeth Gustafsson. 90% was her shooting percentage in that game.
And she ended it in fashion. She made a double to end the game. And she just
I thought it was
and she made a lot of big shots because Catherine and Nyberg struggled a little bit in that game, and some of the shots that she missed were not her fault. One in particular where they swept the rock all the way down and slipped through, but she did struggle, especially in the early ends. And
throw in your last one here.
Elizabeth kept making shot after shot after shot. She curled fabulously, which we've seen her do before.
We've also seen this lady do it before, Dordi Nordby. Her numbers sometimes don't look that spectacular, but she loves to play the big shot, and you've got to really watch the kind of game she pulls you into. She'll leave rocks around, and she'll try some big weight shots. She likes to play the game because it's fun. Sometimes it's a little unconventional, the shots she does play, but she makes a lot of them.
Here.
Just a reminder, all the scores, standings, player profiles from these Ford Worlds
Yours came hard off.
here in Kamloops are available to you on the World Wide Web at our web address, www.tsn.ca/curling, as we play in the fifth of a 2-2 tie, Norway and Canada. And the Canadian Championship team from the Otwell Curling Club in Edmonton has the ham.
Control only. Yep. Nice weight. Nice weight. Yep. Hard. 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 Girls. Hard. 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 you get the control? Control only, yeah. Control only. That's it, 960.
We can give you more ice, but you're sliding a bit tight. But I mean, that's a couple times now they're moving. Let's give you more ice. Sound good?
Yeah, I thought I had plenty ice.
Yeah.
Hej, Thermal. Huh? Vad säger du nu?
A very tough schedule for the Canadians these last 2 days of round-robin play. Sweden this morning, Norway tonight, tomorrow it's Germany. All the teams near the top of the standings.
Butterfly.
Final stone for Norway and Dordi Nordby here in this fifth.
Take this turn again, I guess.
Come across the face or no? No. Okay. Normal?
I got 1448.
Well, it's the first time Cathy's really looked at a simple house with her last rock. When she has the hammer, a chance to blank.
Canada playing Norway tonight in her final draw.
Whoa.
Yep.
Tomorrow afternoon, Canada will face Germany and Andrea Schopp. The blank for Canada here in the fifth.
I know, I didn't
Means they'll go to the fifth end break in a 2-2 tie. And when we come back to Kamloops, some big news involving World Curling and TSN.
The 1998 Ford World Curling Championships on TSN are brought to you by Ford Motor Company of Canada Limited, by Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, seeing beyond, by Labatt, Good Things Brewing, and by Simoniz Car Care Products. If you care, Simonize it. Simoniz is available exclusively at Canadian Tire.
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz High Gloss Car Wax. The protection of Teflon in one easy step. Durable paint protection and a lasting shine. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
Next. Another case of boredom twitch syndrome.
Nothing relieves boredom twitch syndrome like Star Choice Digital Satellite Television. Over 90 channels of movies, sports, and entertainment. All with cinema quality picture and CD quality sound.
Honey, our favorite movie! Oh, thank you.
For a retailer in your community, call now. Finally, the choice is yours. Star Choice.
Started with a pair of boots. Kodiak boots, actually. And it just grew from there. It grew from boots to shoes. From shoes to clothing. Everything to dress you up or dress you down. Oops, not that far down. You could say that wearing Kodiaks has taken on a whole new meaning.
About the time that gold was discovered on Bonanza Creek, that the Canadian Bank of Commerce set out on the epic trek to the Klondike. to open the first official bank. There was plenty of gold, all right. But the men knew they could trust the bank because they were there on behalf of the government and could see a larger dream, a dream called Canada.
As in the past, CIBC continues to play a pioneering role by investing in Canada's vision of the future. Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, seeing beyond.
In the news, excitement is growing over the new brake technology announced by Midas. When tested on yellow cabs in San Francisco, these new carbon metallic brake pads lasted 29% longer than ordinary brake pads. Cab owners are delighted. Since they'll be spending less on brake repairs, they can now afford to spruce up their fleets.
New performance friction carbon metallic brake pads, now at Midas.
It's the second last day of round-robin play here in Kamloops in these Ford World Curling Championships in a 2-2 tie. Canada-Norway, 8th draw of women's play. And TSN very proud to announce a brand new deal with the World Curling Federation. Contract extension for the round-robin and semifinal coverage of the World Curling Championships and World Junior Championship final coverage just further shows TSN's commitment to curling both nationally and internationally.
And the profile of the sport has grown to the point where curling is very much a core sport now. So it made absolute sense to try and do the longest possible contract that we can do. In fact, it's a 7-year agreement, 6 years remaining. It included this year in Kamloops. And it parallels what we're doing with the CCA and all of the season of champion properties. So it's a big day for us.
The new agreement we are definitely sure will be an agreement which brings the sport of curling, the Olympic sport of curling forward, and we will make huge progress with TSN and Netstar.
That's terrific news to know that we'll be involved with the World Curling Federation for this year, of course, and a further 6. Next year's Ford Worlds to be held in St. John, New Brunswick.
Beautiful old city, St. John's. Absolutely beautiful.
Let's get you caught up now. All the games have reached the 5th end break. And several very important games on the ice as we are into this 8th of 9 women's draws. And Germany and Sweden, 3-2. Andrea Schopp leading Elizabeth Gustafsson. Japan looking to win 2 in a row on this Wednesday ahead of Scotland and Kirsty Hay. Denmark tied with Sweden for the lead, and they have the lead on Kerry Erickson from Bemidji. And Switzerland needing to stay at 4 losses if they hope to have any chance at making the playoffs, leading Finland and Jana Jokela. And we're in our 5th end break. Norway, Canada, 2-2. Canada will have the hammer when we come back to Kamloops.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to TSN Tonight. I'm Darren Detition. You know, it really doesn't get much better than this. You got the Oilers, the Sharks, and the Hawks. 3 teams, 2 playoff spots, about a week and a little bit to go in the NHL's regular season. Tonight, the Oilers are currently playing the Ducks. Let's bring you up to date in that game. Oiler power play, first period. Billy Guerin with a shot. It's stopped, but Ryan Smith is there. He bangs in the rebound. That's number 19 for him. It's 1-0 Oil. Later, another power play. The shot is deflected from the point. Scott Fraser pokes at it. It just trickles in. It's 2-zip, but the Ducks get that one back. Thomas Sandstrom down the wing. He wires it 5-hole on Cujo. Curtis Joseph wants that one back. They continue to play in the second period. Oilers still leading it by a goal, 2-1. Meanwhile, Carolina loses to Buffalo by a score of 3-1. Carolina remains 2 points back of the Sens. Both clubs have 6 games remaining. Let's get you back to the curling. We'll see you in about an hour.
When AT&T Canada started this Dime Time thing, I said to myself, Dime Boy, you gotta be a part of this. Call anyone in Canada, any evening, any weekend, for a dime or less. Who needs the phone? Dime Time, someone you love, okay? I'm no hero. I'm just trying to get Canada talking. One dime at a time. New Dime Time, only from AT&T Canada.
Did you see the look on his face?
Hey,
Here comes another one.
Come to Papa.
Wait, not a Ford Contour. That thing's got more moves than a cat.
And it's so quick.
What do they think we are? Greyhounds?
Come in and test drive the newly restyled 1998 Ford Contour. One drive will surprise you.
Hey, you guys up for a little Italian?
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz Gel Car Wash. Clean and enhance the shine of paint, leaving the protection of Teflon. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
Time to check Linda's numbers after 5, and they're brought to you by Simoniz. Linda?
And they're very interesting numbers because we have that tie score, but the first and third ends really were all Norway. Look at the draw percentages, both teams at 91. Terrific numbers. The major difference really has been at third. Hannah Wood's 90% so far, and Heather Garberson's down at 65%. But an interesting set of numbers considering the game so far.
Well, the first rock to the top of the 4-foot, 8-foot actually, stops in the top of the 8-foot, and then Cathy throws up the corner guard. You can see they brush it to get it off that center line. It hung for a long time, and then Dordi was going to come to the face, but it curls a bit. You try to push it over, and that's the situation you're looking at. And Cathy's throwing into the pocket.
This is Kate Horn as we join the game live in the 6th of a 2-2 tie, and Canada has the hammer.
Not curl so hard.
It curled hard. I heard the comment.
It's twice now. Twice.
Just terrific numbers for Kristen. As I mentioned, she's played 4 games at lead, and she also played 1 at second. She's throwing, obviously, perfectly so far. Played great in her last game as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
In-turn hit for Marianne.
Yeah. 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 All it in. All it in. Kom igjen, Anne. Det sa fra jo. Skal jeg ta de, eller?
Control.
You can make the double in the roll here.
There was quite a spread coming into this game between those seconds, but everybody executing very well.
Well, we talked last night about the Norwegian-Canadian thing. They love to beat Canada.
Hurry. Roll it, Katie. Yep.
Great shot by Brenda. The double in the roll, no problem. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They'll love this in Balf, Alberta.
And Mama's watching.
Elva.
Nice shot, good roll. Wonderful shot. Dordi goes to the run through. She's playing the front one back, trying to peel them off. That rock in the rings is absolutely buried. Doesn't have a lot of weight on this, Linda, for what we are used to when it comes to a run through, but she makes it, and the rock is outside now.
13-7.
This gives Canada the opportunity with Brenda's second shot in this end to try and get around, Linda, get around the corner.
Back 12 is okay.
You can see Brenda concentrating. This is the job of the second after throwing the big weight double to try and come back with that perfect draw weight and get the end set up for her team.
Queen.
Top 8.
Oh, we got T-line, I think.
Top 8.
Oh, it's coming down. Coming down.
Lots of room. Lots of room. 8. Lots of room yet. Okay, go now. Go now. Go now. Hard. Just didn't move at all.
He sure didn't. There was about a good foot between those stones.
7 was in.
That's the edge I was speaking about. Heather, just terrific so far during the week.
Something we don't see often. The Scots do it. The two brushes on the same side.
Oh, look at the roll, and it'll peek out the other side.
Made a big move.
Not moving. I like the hit. What?
You can see the concern Heather called down that she wants to play the hit. If you keep drawing and trying to draw in behind and it doesn't bury, you keep leaving hits and rolls for the opponent. So you're going to try and use rocks to get in behind a different way.
Heather Godberson here in the 6th. No, won't get by.
Jeg tror den kommer når den kommer over streken. Ja.
I don't know if it's my imagination or not, Vic, but the ice looks a little bit frostier even than it was last night, tonight. Just trying to look, keep track of it here, but
doesn't look quite as shiny as we've seen it. You know, the path that's usually used, there is more of a, the more is more white, it seems.
This is sure sliding, isn't it, though?
And out the back. This email from Fredericton, New Brunswick, brought to you by AT&T Canada. How do we purchase tickets for the 99 Ford Worlds in St. John? Here you go. It's a beautiful arena, St. John Harbor Station. The dates, 4th through the 12th of 99, and there's your number for information.
Yeah, more. Yeah, normal. Yes, normal.
And it'll be some kind of hospitality, boy. They really know how to do it down there. I had the opportunity to play in the Canadian Seniors there a couple years back, and the people are just tremendous. So it'll be a wonderful, wonderful week, a great holiday, and a chance to see, if you have not seen, the east coast of our country. And it is beautiful.
Normal.
Godberson couldn't hold the shooter. Is that an indication of just how she might be struggling here, Linda?
It could be. It looks like she's sliding a little inside on those. It's the only position where we do see one player seeming to struggle. Good numbers for the skips.
Across the face.
To lie 2, Norway without
And you would
last.
be very happy if that happened.
Oh. The little portable microphone, the transmitter, has come loose from the back of Dordi's pants.
It would be nice to play that shot if you actually had the yellow rocks, but you have the red rocks. So you're obviously taking it off because Canada could split it like I showed.
That's what I was assuming. That's what I was suggesting as I was pointing.
You wouldn't smile then in that case. You wouldn't put a smiley face on that then.
Well, it has had to happen, didn't it, Dick?
well,
I was on such a roll.
Well, yeah, you got a little cocky.
About 13 or 14 games in a row.
A little cocky, you see what happens?
Well,
just humbles you just like
that's the baseball's fault. Coming in late. Coming in late.
Hey, what do you guys figure for weight?
She says she likes to have fun. She likes to come to these events, play the big shots.
That's Billy Surum, Christian Surum's wife that she's talking to. Billy is a Canadian, having met Christian in Winnipeg a number of years ago, living now in Oslo.
Sitting next to her was Marian Aspelin, their 5th player, who has also played some games. Chance for Canada to come in. Now, the come-around attempt by Norway that slid through the rings did curl nicely, so they should know this spot.
Coming down, T-line, T-line, yes, T-line, yep, yep. Whoa, yep, hard.
Just need to finish a little bit.
Whoa.
It'll slip behind the tee line, but it is covered. You think back to Hannah Wood's
very nice cap.
last stone. That is, it seems to be a very quick, quick path.
Which is interesting because that is the side with the stands. Now that is coming to the side as opposed to drawing to the middle. So they will have to keep track of when it might get into a frosty area, where the edge, as we said, of that frost line might be.
Mindra?
Dordi's having a look at it. She's called to play it with some weight, but she's having a look from the hack end. I think seeing how well it is covered.
Back 12-foot weight she's changing to.
I think this is a good idea because Hannah wasn't sure where to put the broom, so she's going to come down and just reconfirm.
Jag vill bara dra ner hit. Nej, jag tänkte på vi hade spelat bakåt, men jag hade kunnat att de skulle ta med risen hit liksom.
And while they make the decision, let's peek into the game between Germany and Sweden as they play in the 6th. Just updating that score, it's Germany 3 and Sweden 2 after Germany scored 1 in the 5th. And this will be the final stone, ask, and we'll change it for you. Thanks, everybody. And this will be the final stone of Elizabeth Gustafsson. And looking to score a couple here if she can come down and tap that red stone back, belonging to Germany and Andrea Schaub. Sweden tied with Denmark for first place at 6-1. Germany, one of the 3 teams, including Canada, at 5-2. This team in, get it by? Oh, and now will it roll too far? It will. She caught her own first and went across the German stone, and it's a steal of 1 for Andrea Schaub and a 4-2 lead for the skip from Garmisch-Partenkirchen.
Well, that was 2 mistakes you could see side by side. The stone over curled for Dordi. She racked on the front one, rolled in. She's not shot. This is a draw for 2 for Canada.
And a big point, Linda. You know, you don't have to play that difficult chip and roll that I illustrated incorrectly. You can just draw to the full 8 foot and half in the 8 foot and pick up your 2nd point.
That was one of those calls for Dordi. She could have drawn to the face of the Canadian stone. Might have been slightly easier than trying to play the difficult tap, but she likes to play those kinds of shots, and Cathy can take an advantage of the missed opportunity for Dordi.
Whoa.
Kate Horn, Brenda Bomer. Just nurse it to the 8 foot, to the tee line, edge of the 4 for 2. Canada picks up a pair here in 6, up 4-2 on Norway and Dordi Nordby.
Need to repair or replace your car's windshield? Stay where you are. Standard's mobile technician will come to you. For the ultimate in quality and convenience, call Standard Auto Glass.
Another Nokia discovery. Small words are hard to read, which is why at Nokia we make our screens big, so they're easier to read. Inspired technology with a human touch. Nokia, connecting people.
Auto parts, auto parts, auto parts. We got them small, we got them round, we got them big, we got them long. Auto parts, auto parts, auto parts. For 4-inch cars and heavy trucks, bring on in parts and you will find. Auto parts, auto parts, auto parts. For quality, we have the line for top performance every time.
UAP Napa, the right brand for the job.
Superior parts for every type of range you know is built just right. Auto parts, auto parts, auto parts.
Available at AutoPro and UAP Napa member installers.
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz High Gloss Car Wax. The protection of Teflon in one easy step. Durable paint protection and a lasting shine. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
I want more out of life. I want to have a good time.
Have a good time.
We want to be smarter about the way we spend. I want to make the right decision. I just want to make a decision.
I want more out of life. I want to get a life. I want to be in control.
I want to get more. I want to get what I want.
The new Blue American Express credit card. No annual fee. It lets you carry a balance, and you can get cash back on virtually everything you buy. So you can do more.
New CIL Liquid Golf Green with Neutraline for continuous slow-release feeding up to 8 weeks. New CIL Liquid Golf Green keeps your lawn greener, longer, easier.
Welcome back to the Riverside Coliseum, the Ford Worlds here on TSN, the women's 8th draw. Canada scoring 2 in the 6th to lead Norway 4-2, and the team skipped by Dordi Nordby. The two-time world champion has the hammer, playing 7. Canada's first stone, Linda, is in, sitting edge of the 4. That's the yellow stone you see, and Norway's going to the corner.
It was an interesting corner, too. It had no turn, and it ended up in a good spot, but it could have just gone sideways with that lack of rotation.
Same kick, it's faster out here.
Yeah, this kind of ice surface, if you don't have rotation, you could just be dead.
Yeah, full. Lots of room. Full.
Kate Horn.
Mine's okay. Where is it? Yep. Gotta go. Losing line. Losing line. Halfway. Oh, we lost line.
It died. But that's strange.
This is tough ice. This is tiring ice because you really have to brush so much.
Yeah, that's what I'm just thinking.
This is
Sorry, guys. I should.
we're playing in mud sometimes.
Dra runt den först. Ja. Jag vill ta cornern först. Cornern!
Crease to it first or go behind the corner first. They decide to go behind their own. Remember, with the 4-rock rule, Norway cannot make a play on that opponent's rock, or at least they can't completely remove it from play, so they can't play a peel at it.
Gå bra! Ja, kom här! Kom igen!
Dordi Nordby out now to join Hannah Woods and Marianne Haslam. And they'll get it top 12. Now here's what's coming up on the final day of round robin play. We'll be with you at 1 p.m. Eastern time. Marco Juusepäivä-Niemi, Finland playing Canada, and Wayne Middaugh. Middaugh coming off a win today over Germany will be 6-1 going against the 5-2 Finland. Then for Alberta only at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Borst will round up. That's Mountain Time in Alberta only, 5:30 Mountain Time. Borst will finish up against Andrea Shaw. And then the rest of Canada will see the final men's draw. It'll be Wayne Middaugh against David Smith. So that's our final day of round robin play. And this is the Canadian second, Brenda Vollmer.
Wait. Where is it? Yep. Height only. Yep. Yep. Hey. Hurry, right up.
Boy, when they decide to stop, they're just digging. That's really tough slugging out there.
This is the first end we've seen. It's 7th end, and apparently the frost is creeping in. Think of the draws last end that seemed to be really sliding down that center ice area. Those ones are not.
Oh, yeah, she doesn't like to go out there. Now, what she's just playing to get to the corner of this, just tap it back, Linda?
That's right. It was actually Marianne that didn't want to play that outside in shot. Dordi was calling it, and this one was called down from the other end.
All right, so what kind of time would we be looking at here?
At this stage of the game, probably about a 13, maybe even, if the ice is getting frosty.
Okay, you got your watch going. Kristen loves it. Anna Woods, Dordi Nordby. What have you got?
That's light. That's 14 though, so it's not that bad in that spot. That slid to the rings.
Cathy has to be a little careful. You know how Dordi, Vic just talked about it. She loves to play the big spectacular shot. If she gets some rocks in play, or some red rocks in the ring, she'll be running something from out in front or coming in off of something, and she loves to fire them.
Becky! Whoa.
If you're Canada, you hate to give back the edge you've just gained in getting the 2 and 6, because Norway had a lot of control in the first few ends. Canada hung in there, and now they have a little bit of control back.
It's a good looking shot by Brenda here. That's a terrific shot. If it stops, oh gee, it went so far.
Yep, and out the back.
Yeah, I really thought it would dig right in. It's a great line on it, Vic. It just...
Back line.
Marianne Haslam.
Helena, back out. Hack first.
Osborne.
Yeah! Yeah!
Det bra. Farten ikke gæren.
That just break on them and they lose it?
Yeah, it did, Vic.
Like this?
Control.
What are we doing here, Linda?
Playing the run back with takeout weight to try and drive it onto those red stones on the side of the 8-foot, 12-foot.
Heather Godberson.
Control! Stop! Control! Whoa! Yeah! I like
Boy, moves really quickly now. Can they drive it? Get one? No. Came across too much.
I thought it was soft because it's a swing area.
With so much curl there, Linda, you can't even... Getting through this hole would be kind of tough now, isn't it?
She's got to get rid of this guard. Look at the fact that Norway has second, third, and fourth shots in the house. Canada has to be very careful once this guard is peeled that they do something to prevent Dordi getting at that shot rock.
Yeah, this is definitely the shot for Dordi, is to run this, peel this off, get it off of there, and then...
Anna Woods.
It's an interesting weight for Peel weight.
Well, they're playing it straight back. I would just be getting rid of it.
Yeah, me too.
Whoa. Bra.
Off the World Wide Web, AT&T Canada email from Halifax. When there is a hog line violation, why isn't the rock removed before hitting another stone?
In Canadian rules, the reason is the non-offending team has a choice of whether or not the stone comes off. In international play, that is not the case, but you have to realize that there has to be some time. First of all, the two hogline officials must confirm, and then secondly, somebody has to get out from the end to come out and get at the rock. It's just too difficult.
You like the same shot?
So hopefully it's not made too much of a mess before they can fix it.
Not that much weight then.
And you have to keep in mind that there's an umpire at the end of each sheet and is watching the game and charting
like
on
this.
small Magna-Curl boards the positioning of the stones.
Okay.
Where do you guys like the draw? No, it doesn't.
Back line. Back line?
Back line.
So they're keeping the shot to about the same, but they are changing the weight. And of course, more ice is being given for that different weight.
Yeah, they have to get a rock in there, Linda.
Yep. Back line. Yep. Yes. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Heather Godberson.
Yep. Whoa. Hard. Hey.
Horn, Bomer.
Whoa. 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 Good shot, Heather. Good shot.
Holy, we needed to be off on that, guys. That weight come down.
Come down.
Okay.
45. That's good.
That looks okay.
Thought we were going to lose it like that first one.
Vanlig. Ja, spinn vanlig.
Yeah, it frozen on it.
Hvor må jeg
Takes weight.
treffe?
Look at
på.
stones.
Hvis ikke så får Hanne. Hvis ikke så får du den.
That first one of yours is like between yours and Brenda's.
It's
so hard.
night and day.
I can't figure out where to put the
Run it back.
It's a run back. We'll see what kind of weight they played on the Peel attempt. They played at a fairly quiet weight.
Out of her hand.
About the same.
Loveseth. Haslam. Trying to hold it up. Run it back. Catch the yellow, and they do. Nice shot by Hannah Woods.
Yeah, what they talked about before that was the weight, and you heard Dordi, say or indicate, and you could decipher that, I want more weight, and I want you to throw it up solid, and that's exactly what she did. Otherwise, you're not going to make this kind of a shot.
The problem is they missed the double. She's laying two.
And you heard also the comments of Cathy earlier, how difficult it is to read the ice right now.
Control. Not moving that much.
Well, Norway's in a very nice position.
We can try the double hit and roll.
Cathy
Don't
Borst
play
knows
too
she's
close
got
to
to
the
try
front
and
one,
get
eh?
that shot
Yeah,
rock.
no. What?
And she has to stay.
You guys see anything else here? Well, there's the out-turn double hit and roll across the face of the front red. That's about it. Mind you, then if we missed the double, maybe we'd be sitting at least in front of theirs. If we bounce off the front guard, we bounce them in. And try to run it back. At least we'd be sitting there.
Control.
She's going to try and play the running double.
Pretty straight here.
Hit the front one just off the center and the center line side. Try and catch the double, and so the shooter sits right there.
The front end were concerned that if the other takeout happened to overcurl and just chip that front one, they would be in huge trouble. So this has a couple of options.
Canada leading 4-2. Norway with the hammer first for Cathy Borst, trying to get Canada out of some trouble. And it had Heather Godberson spinning. Which stone do I take?
Den har vært og lirka ut den da. Ser du noe særlig av meg? Ja, jeg ser helt fint.
Dordi Nordby, who today celebrates her 34th birthday, is the manager of the curling club, the Snavinen Curling Club in Oslo. And She admits she's been busy since the Olympics.
Yes, like in Norway, I'm running a curling rink, and it has exploded. Like there is no chance to get cheat. It's complete full. I have 5-6 parties each day, and school children, and from 11 o'clock till 3 o'clock in the night.
That's terrific, and she also works as an instructor, the curling instructor in the club.
Well, Dordi sees the hole, and she's going to try and come through the hole, and if she comes through and makes a shot, and it looks like it's there to me, there's lots of movement. She'll come through here, come across the face of this stone here, removing it that way. The bad news is you could be lying about 4.
Bad news for Canada. Good news for Dordi.
Yeah, bad news for me then. The hole is definitely there. The movement is definitely there. What's tricky is the weight, because when you do step the weight up, it could run a little straighter. But this inside-out shot has been curling, and she loves these kind of shots.
Whoa! Whoa!
Dordi Nordby.
Whoa!
With Haslam and Lovesith close by. Come across through the hole. And now where's it? Does it go? Oh, the Canadian stone will be squeezed right to the lid. Yeah.
Boy, it didn't have to curl much more, Linda.
No, it's very close.
A little less ice is what she needed.
She's got 5, 6.
You can see it just doesn't make the big move. If it stays a long time, and she has very little rotation on the handle, and it just sits there.
That's 6.
Off that one, yeah. Setting up a double.
She doesn't have anything over here. 7 is tough.
It doesn't, Brenner.
She'll roll out with 7.
I have one hang there, totally hang there.
She comes across the face of 7, she's rolling out.
I know, but she'll still get 3.
Yeah, but we're going to be in there.
Hmm?
We're going to have something.
Hate to leave her a double for 4, though, right?
Yeah.
You could hit that one and roll in.
That's what I like. That's one I like.
You like that, Beth? We're leaving her
well,
wide open.
no, and even if we...
We're leaving her wide open then for 3.
No.
Yeah. If we don't make the roll in.
Okay.
She's got to hit the 3. I think let's
come half right
yeah,
here.
I think that's probably the best.
Okay.
They're talking about hitting this one and rolling in. That was the comment.
Going here.
And then now they're talking about coming around here, I believe. Into this area here. That's a little safer. Yeah, that's the indication.
The thing with the hit and roll, you only have to roll a foot to take away the other 2. She said if I don't roll in, she has a hit for 3. Well, yes, if you don't roll the foot. You don't have to roll the whole way to take away the chance for 3. It would certainly leave the 1 open for 1.
But you could leave a double for the 3, though.
Cathy Borst in the final stone for Canada here in 7.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Yeah.
Now once again, Bomer, Horn.
It took off early. They're trying to get a split on that front one.
Oh, dear.
No.
That's the tough part. I know it looks like it's a fairly easy shot, but with the ice the way it is.
Good.
And now it's
Good
a
weight,
hit
good everything.
for 4 for Norway here in the 7th.
What happened to that?
I have no idea.
That's remarkable.
I'm getting rid of that 8.
It's not 8.
Whatever. Number, the last one I'm throwing.
Her ser det min Er dere nære?
Earlier today, she celebrated her birthday with a 5-4 win over Germany.
Whoa!
Held well And will it sit in time? And it will sit for 4 all around the edge of the 12 for Dordi Nordby and Norway here in the 7th as they take advantage of Canada's missed guard with Cathy Borst's final stone. Dordi Nordby is in front 6-4.
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz Gel Car Wash. Clean and enhance the shine of paint, leaving the protection of Teflon. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
Psoriasis, seborrheic dermatitis, dandruff. Symptom, persistent, itchy, flaky scalp. Solution, Neutrogena T-Gel. It works. Neutrogena T-Gel Shampoo.
I don't want to play this. The way the 3s and 4s and 5s are going this game. Huh? Real hard for life. Real hard! Hard, guys! Real hard! Hard, real hard!
Next March, Canada's best curlers and best curling fans will unite in Edmonton for the last shootout of the century. Take the first shot now at the best seats in the house.
I had a great childhood, full of laughter. I want my daughter to have one too. But growing up isn't just fun and games. There's more to it than that.
Introducing the CIBC Smart Start program, a unique way to help ensure your child has the brightest, most secure financial future possible. It makes banking simple, relevant, and fun for your child.
I'd like her to stay a little kid forever. But as a parent, I owe it to her to look beyond that.
Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, seeing beyond.
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz High Gloss Car Wax. The protection of Teflon in one easy step. Durable paint protection and a lasting shine. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
A whole lot can happen. Out of the blue. The back blue.
The 1998 Ford World Curling Championships on TSN are brought to you by Ford Motor Company of Canada Limited. By Star Choice, Canada's leader in digital satellite television. And by AT&T Canada. AT&T Canada, it's all within your reach.
From the Riverside Coliseum in Kamloops, TSN's coverage of these 98 Ford Worlds continues. The 8th of 9 women's draws. As we go to the 8th end, and Norway scores 4-7 to lead 6-4 over Canada. And I mean, coming back is tough enough against somebody as experienced as Nordby, but how much tougher is it considering the ice?
Well, you kind of, that's the sheet E, and there are some bad stones on that sheet, and we've known that from previous games. By this time in the round robin, usually most of the teams know which ones they are, and you heard Cathy talk about that number 8 stone that she was throwing. You know, in retrospect, I mean, the hit and stick to lie 2, you're removing a stone, but if she gets it around the guard, or the half behind that guard, and lies 2 that way, it's she's probably going to steal a point, it looks like to me. But when you miss it, you're absolutely right.
Of course, Vic, to come back, those leads might be critical. With the 4-rock rule, you have your chances. Canada's only down 2. They have the hammer back. And we have rocks in play, so if Kate can kind of get her stone in a position where it's not easy to remove, they can get their 2 right back.
And the other thing too is that it's a tricky sheet of ice. There's no question. We've seen some games on that sheet earlier in the week, and it's just as tricky for Dordi as it is for Cathy. And the other thing about Dordi Nordby, she'll keep coming at you. In other words, you'll get your chances to score points.
Whoa, where is it?
T-line.
Gotta curl up.
Take it far back, Kath.
Not more, I can't.
Wow.
Updating the game between Germany and Sweden as they play in the 7th. Germany, we showed you with the steal of 1 and 6. This the final stone for the Swedish skip, the 2-time world champion Elizabeth Gustafsson from Umeå. Lying 1, you see it, 4-foot T-line, and this is a draw for 2. Is it getting frostier there too? Remember, that's the opposite side of the Riverside Coliseum, and they had to do everything to drag it there. 4-2, and a 4-4 tie with Andrea Shaw.
I really dislike what Katrina Nyberg did there when she runs up and forced herself in close to the stone. I've seen so many times. I've seen people trying to do that.
Denmark and USA, Ray, an update for everybody as they play. And that the final stone for the U.S. skip. Gets 1 and trails Helena Larson 5-3 as they go to 8. 6-4 Norway leading Canada as we play in 8.
They certainly needed the brushing help, but sometimes when you try and force yourself in like that, she came around from behind Linda and was brushing, wanting to get closer to the stone. And there's that moment where one comes up and one goes down, and I've seen so many times the stones touch, the footwork clash together. And most front ends, well, I know front ends hate that.
I think most front ends in Canada would prefer to take the stone the entire way. It's, the momentary lapse of when the movement of the bodies changes is tough too. Nice shot by Marianne.
Straighten up a bit, eh? Nice weight.
Just tap it back.
Yeah.
Brenda Bomer.
Wait's good. Yeah. Hard. Well, clean. Clean. Oh,
lots of weight.
Katie, your way. Katie.
Sit.
Okay, it's good.
Good brush, Katie.
Katie. Heather.
Isn't it interesting? There's Brenda's
I have no idea what the weight is.
brush.
We said backline.
Okay.
Scott's signed off, and this may be the most interesting thing. While some people carry the stopwatch on their hip, she has it right on her broom handle.
And that's so that you don't have to take your hands off.
Yeah,
of course, you
good
can
idea.
click it right on the brush.
Good idea. But from the names I saw, those were all her teammates' names.
And they're worthy of autographs, that's for sure.
Well, maybe a
Try and roll it here.
superstition. She had them sign them all possibly before the
Just back 8, right?
before the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
Back 8.
Roll.
Back 12.
Back 12-foot weight. Try and tap it back and roll in behind the guard.
And for comebacks to occur, you need a lot of big shots from your thirds. Hannah Woods has played terrifically well. She's put a lot of pressure on Heather, but those are the lowest numbers we've seen from Heather. Certainly this week, her lowest other game was a 71%, which is still a pretty good number.
Weight's good. Whoa. Weight's good. Where is it? Back line. Back line. It's coming down big. Okay.
The rub in front, and then they crash on the Norwegian stone to push it top 12, and Norway is lying 2 without. Hannah Woods.
Hard! Come in! Come in hard! Come in hard! Come in! Come hard! Come in! Three! Come in!
Bra pista alltså.
And here are the standings as they were heading into this 8th draw of women's play, with Denmark and Sweden on top of the table at 6-1, and then the 3 teams at 5-2, including Canada. And then just barely alive, Switzerland sitting at 4 losses.
Just every year we look at the draw and you always think there might be interesting matchups the last few days, but for the women's draw, it's just so exciting these last few draws to see those leaders play each other.
It just so happens, yeah. The Fab Five. Heather Godberson.
Go! Go! 55. Yep! 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 Hurry! 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 Hurry!
Boy, not enough to push it out.
Just trying to get the little tap back in the little roll, Vic. It's the weight she wanted. It just curled a little bit more than she wanted. Dordi has to be careful when removing these. She can jam them.
Ja, men det kommer litt når det kommer over linja. Ja, litt, men ikke mye.
When the removing of this stone here, you have to be careful. You don't drive it onto this one, drive it onto that one. Push it this way.
If she gets a little roll, the jam onto the biter wouldn't be as big a problem. But she'll try and avoid it, that's for sure.
And to mention some of the important games on the ice, this is one of them here. Germany-Sweden, as they play in 8 of a 4-4 tie. And this is the final stone for the German skip, Andreas Schopp. Germany at 5-2, Sweden at 6-1. And there are stones around the button. You see the yellow stone and the red stone. And as we take a look at it, this looks like it's a draw for 1, possibly 2. She'll come up light. And now to take a look who is shot, yellow or red. And we'll let you know as we return to our game. Dordi Nordby.
Vic!
Ja, det är bra. We can hit that one out, can't we? Well, no. Never mind.
Hit and roll.
Just turn it on tape. Remember you took this last time? Came across here, got that roll down.
I have no idea where to put the balloon in there.
No, take your time. Got lots of time.
It looks easier this side. Huh?
What turn to play?
And that's the frustration that Cathy is feeling in this game. She's just not feeling like she's putting the broom in the right spot, probably for any of the players, including herself. With the weight being a little bit difficult too, that makes it tough.
Measuring for the point in the game between Germany and Sweden. And it is 1 red, so that's 1 for Germany and a 5-4 lead for Andreas Schopp. Cathy Borst.
Just can't get it to work. Still no problem. There's lots of time.
Oh, bara kjapper.
Once again, Dordi has to get this out of there without jamming it.
She won't, excuse me, she won't mind a nose hit because then Cathy Borst can't hit it back and be in the house.
Ha farten med deg i sted. Holder igjen. Ja.
Oh, ja. Kom igjen.
Ja.
Haslam closest to the stone. Out in front, it's Lovesith. The Norwegian front end makes the hit and will drive it out the back.
And as Linda suggests, she got the nose hit, so Cathy will be drawing for her single against two.
And there are many times as a skip you would be thinking it was a great thing that you're just drawing against two biters. It's just that they are struggling with the various spots on the ice.
Yeah. Yeah, this is side. Yeah.
The team trying to provide Cathy with that time information to help her find draw weight.
Full 12 for 1 here in 8 for Canada and Cathy Borst. Front end pointing up as if to say weight is up.
Back line out.
Using the backing and glad to have it.
Yes.
Wow. The ice is Goddard guessing. Canada gets away with it. Picks up a single. Norway still leads it 6-5.
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz Gel Car Wash. Clean and enhance the shine of paint, leaving the protection of Teflon. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
Started with a pair of boots. Kodiak boots, actually. And it just grew from there. It grew from boots to shoes. From shoes to clothing. Everything to dress you up or dress you down. Oops, not that far down. You could say that wearing Kodiaks has taken on a whole new meaning.
In the news, excitement is growing over the new brake technology announced by Midas. When tested on yellow cabs in San Francisco, these new carbon metallic brake pads lasted 29% longer than ordinary brake pads. Cab owners are delighted. Since they'll be spending less on brake repairs, they can now afford to spruce up their fleets.
New performance friction carbon metallic brake pads, now at Midas.
What makes Ford trucks so tough? How about the choice of two available, powerful Ford Triton V8 engines? What makes Ford trucks tough to beat? How about the world's only standard third door on the Ford F-150 Super Cab? And what makes Ford F-Series the #1 selling truck in Canada for 29 years running? Hard-working Canadians who need tough, versatile trucks for work and for play. Built Ford tough.
Another Nokia discovery. Small words are hard to read, which is why at Nokia we make our screens big, so they're easier to read. Inspired technology with a human touch. Nokia, connecting people.
Nearing the end of this 8th draw of women's play, and Canada gets one uses the backing, trails Norway 6-5 as we begin play here in the ninth.
And this is how the end sets up. Canada looking to steal, putting up the front stone. A very nice shot by Norway. Tough to defend, remember, when you have the 4-rock free guard zone rule. So what Dordi does is comes around that front stone.
And then the Yellowstone top 4 put there by Kate Horn. And this is the second lead stone for the Norwegian lead, Kristen Toss Lovson.
Kate's actually was called in front of the red one to make it difficult to remove that, and maybe it could be used later. Unfortunately, it came by, and that meant Norway could make the takeout, and very nicely made it was.
Freeze on either one.
Tap this one back here.
I like this. You guys? Either that or freeze on either one is fine. I'd like them to do the work.
Regular rock. Just backing.
Brenda Bomer.
Mine's good. Short! Mine's good. Careful. Hurry! Hurry!
That's good.
Good shot, Bren. Good shot, Bren.
So that was the stone that you wanted Kate Horn to throw?
Yes, they wanted Kate's definitely in front. That one causes them a problem. Norway, they can be promoted up.
Ja, jeg synes det skal gå det. Hæ? Forkant? Ja.
Drawing in front of the yellow. Canadian stone.
Marianne Haslam.
Er den litt lengre? Skal jeg helt ned på her, altså? Ja, den er ned på der. Gjerne på sjef-frys. Pass på nå. Pass på, kom igjen.
So they're trying to decide what to do with that. Just going to come beside it.
Hit
The
that
lie
right,
3.
hit that right in the nose. Just brush that a little bit.
We got to redecorate a little bit.
Right on the nose.
No, I'd rather.
No, I'd like to move
I'd rather
our
tap
yellow.
the left one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. With board. Move that one back. Yeah. That looks nice, Kath. Top yellow. Board. Yeah.
No,
You just
not-
can't knock it out. That's what I'm worried about.
Same back line.
How about hack? Okay. Yep.
It was interesting to see Cathy there up close, and you could hear her saying to herself, okay, if I play this, and they will play that, thinking ahead, trying to figure out a way to generate the steal this end, get the rocks into a better position.
Hack. Yep. Hack. Whoa. 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 Clean. Whoa. Just clean. Whoa. Great shot.
That's a good shot.
Very nice.
Great shot.
Brenda Bomer.
Du må treffe den tynt.
Hits the outside edge and try and peel it off. You could take the guard off and see what Cathy did.
Vanlig.
It's interesting to watch Dordi when she goes up there. She sort of goes up and taps every stone and then looks at it and then makes this decision. Marianne Haslam, Hannah Woods, Kristen Loveseth, and they'll pick it off the top.
There's some very nice execution in this Norway team. We expect it from Dordi. As Ray mentioned, she gets very motivated to play Canada, as many of the Norwegian teams do. Thinking back, of course, as you mentioned, Ray, to the men last night, Thomas Olsrud just played so well against Wayne Middaugh.
Which one do you have? Well, no. Straight, no. Cat? Bored. He's bored. Get bored. Yep. Yep. Whoa, whoa. Bored. Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good shot. Good shot.
Well, that changes it.
They wanted it to maybe curl a little bit more.
Ja, de ligger klin inni hverandre, så du får bare ut en. Hva? De ligger helt klin inni hverandre. Ja, ok.
Actually, the lineup on those two yellows is
Tenk
quite
bare på
good.
en. Vanlig.
So Hannah will try and blast them out.
Ja. Oh, oh. Oh. Det er bra. Bra.
Sorry? Sorry?
Heather Godberson, can you sense it? The importance of the draw of the game.
Yep. Whoa, whoa.
Been a few rocks outturns thrown down here, so they know how it runs. Dordi tried one, and Cathy's tried a few. Looking for the roll now, in behind.
Well, it's sit for her in time. It'll just
Nice
be
shot.
out. Oh,
Oh,
look at it
spins
spin on
back.
itself at the back of the four.
Nice shot, very nice shot.
Boy, she's struggled, but comes off with a nice shot there. And look at the stones in play between Denmark and USA. Everything's in play except for two. And it's 5-3, Denmark leading. This is the final stone for the Danish skip, Helena Black-Lavsen. And it appears, from where we sit, that yellow, the U.S., may be lying one at the back of the four.
This just caught something and has no turn. She was trying to come through the port, it appeared.
Uh-oh.
Look at this. She might get a break.
Uh-oh, yeah, it did. She raised it, caught enough of it.
Oh, no.
To get one.
The yellow.
I'll take it. I don't know how I did it, but I'll take it. Helena Black-Lavsen.
Well, she wasn't even playing anywhere near that shot.
So she makes the straight back, sort of the tap through.
Interestingly enough, in that end, young Kerry Erickson just...
Where are you going to guard it?
There was an opportunity, Linda and I were talking about it, for the Americans to
Guard this
hit.
side.
There was an automatic double set up
Guard this side, she's
to
gonna
play a
come over
double
anyways.
and to lie four,
Guard this side.
and all rocks would have been covered, and she chose to just protect the one that she was shot rock at the back, and then you see Helena Black-Lavsen literally fluke a shot. But when you're hot, eh? If everything's going for you, it's going for you.
Hit this one and roll over.
We can top that one back a little.
Right, because it sets her up for the
The
double.
raised
We gotta roll
takeout
that
was
one.
made by Norway, but Canada still has shot rock.
Can we sit here? We sit here?
Well, as I say, she can still come there
Yeah,
and
she
top.
can. Okay, let's hit that one on the other side.
And the only thing I could do is come like top 4 and be married.
I like that, well, for your next one, really.
It would have been interesting, as I mentioned, if Norway had taken off the guard, because that guard is going to cause them some problems.
I'm talking about this, but you could come right in here.
And play the same tune you did.
I'm going to hit this one here.
You've got to stick around. That's the only problem. I didn't mind a tap back on that red. Well,
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
doesn't
any
need to get it.
No need? Okay.
No need to have it sticking around.
What's the weight?
That looks like a lot for control, doesn't it? Control.
Control weight for them is about 9.5 seconds.
Out of her hand, Homer and Horn called on by Godberson. Oh, a terrific bit of brushing, and it's Canada line 2, Norway with the hammer here in 9.
What Dordi's thinking through is if there is an exchange of takeouts, if her last one would have a better angle to the forefoot.
We don't want to one down this one, or 2 downs Norway. Tying up his peach.
I know. That's what I'm thinking. What do we want?
Oh, we don't.
If we leave it sitting higher up, she's going to try the double then. You want to try it?
Oh.
Maybe she'll try it? Maybe she'll try it. Maybe she'll draw.
She hasn't. I'd allow her to draw.
Oh, I know.
Fine by me, draw.
Final stone for Sweden in the 9th against Germany, as the Germans line 1, top 8. This is a straight back, running it through and driving it by for Elizabeth Gustafsson and Sweden. So Germany will steal 1 here in 9 and lead by 2, 6-4. Sweden will have the hammer coming home. Dordi Nordby in her first.
Now this is a huge rollout.
On a great break for Canada here.
Just watch where it's coming, that's all. Yep. Oh boy, where's this going in your mind? Sorry.
It's a golden opportunity to really put the pressure on.
Which ones aren't? What's the call?
Right here.
Okay. Okay, top 4.
Top forefoot. You can really, with a good shot here, really put the pressure on Dordi
If
Nordby.
it's hanging out, just leave it top 12. Okay.
Cathy Borst.
Yep. Yep. I think the weight's
Yep, line.
Wait. Yep. Hard. Hurry. Line. Hard.
The weight looks fine, but not the line.
Well, they don't want to open this up. And have they?
I don't know which ones are curling and which ones aren't. I give up.
Good, lovely weight.
I mean, I give Brenner this much ice and it doesn't move.
I know. They're all mismatched.
She had absolute great weight. Top 8 for weight. She's really confused with the stones.
Yeah, I thought you threw it fine, Cass. I thought we took lots of pages.
Tror du det er riktig? Vi spiller vanlig fart I tilfelle jeg tar den, så smekker den ut. Da.
Through the hole and try to get the blank.
That would be ideal, Vic, for Norway.
Jeg tar den her. Jeg regner med at det kommer litt på slutten.
Ja. Vi spiller vanlig, da.
Ja.
How difficult is this shot with the ice being as it is, Linda?
Well, she's going to be throwing it with big weight, so it should hold the line pretty well for her.
Just winding up the rubber band as we've become so accustomed to. Dordi Nordby.
Whoa!
Oh! Oh, oh, oh! Aldri! Pass på!
Whoa!
Found the hole. And she can't roll the shooter out. No, it'll hang around the 12 for 1 for Norway here in 9. So Norway will take a 2-point lead to the 10th. Canada and Cathy Borst will have the hammer here in Kamloops and playing for the Women's Championship for the Ford Worlds.
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz Gel Car Wash. Clean and enhance the shine of paint, leaving the protection of Teflon. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to TSN Tonight. I'm Darren Detition. Let's bring you up to date on the Edmonton Oilers. They entered play this evening tied with both the San Jose Sharks and the Chicago Blackhawks in the Western Conference. 3 teams, 2 spots. Oilers in a must-win situation as they are currently playing the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. First period Oiler power play. Billy Guerin lets the shot go. Ryan Smith's all over the rebound. That's number 19 for him. It's 1-0 Oil. Later, another power play. The shot is deflected from the point. Scott Fraser pokes at it. It trickles in. It's 2-0. The Ducks bounce back to tie the game at 2. Then in the third, Steve Ruchin comes out from behind the net. Cujo goes down way too early. Ruchin goes shelf. That makes it 3-2 in favor of Anaheim. There are 2 minutes left to go in this game. The Oilers, following this contest, will have 4 games remaining. Good news for the Sens. They remain 2 points up on the Canes as they lost to Buffalo 3-1.
Yes, it's boredom twitch syndrome. You're lucky. There's a new treatment.
Got boredom twitch syndrome? Get relief with Star Choice Digital Satellite Television. Over 90 channels of sports, movies, and entertainment, all with cinema quality picture and CD quality sound.
Hey! It's the Ottawa game! Thank you.
For a retailer in your community, call now. Finally, the choice is yours. Star Choice.
When AT&T Canada started this Dime Time thing, I said to myself, Dime Boy, you gotta be a part of this. Call anyone in Canada, any evening, any weekend, for a dime or less. Who needs the phone? Dime Time someone you love, okay? I'm no hero. I'm just trying to get Canada talking. One dime at a time. New Dime Time, only from AT&T Canada.
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz High Gloss Car Wax. The protection of Teflon in 1 easy step. Durable paint protection and a lasting shine. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
It all begins tomorrow.
There it is, a win for the ages.
Tiger Woods begins defense of his Masters Championship from a year ago. And you'll see live coverage of the first 2 rounds Thursday and Friday. And note the time, 3:55 Eastern, 12:55 p.m. Pacific. The Masters on TSN.
Just at the beginning of this end and thinking of golf, I have to thank Ablett and Claude Richmond and Len Harvey. Len Harvey, the father of Carol and Janet Harvey from Winnipeg, a friend from Winnipeg that took me out to River Shore Golf Course this afternoon, and I played a little golf. Not quite as well as Tiger, I might add, Victor, but wonderful afternoon. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful today.
But you are this evening wearing a green jacket.
Yes, I am. Yeah. I also left a fair amount of green out there on the golf course. The economy in BC is sliding a little bit, and I thought I would try and pump it up. So I gave them quite a bit of my money. The corner guard. Cathy needs to generate a couple points here, and that can be done very easily, especially on ice like this. Got the two corner guards up, especially with this rule, Linda.
Norway has to make some good peels and hope that there isn't a couple of rocks hidden behind those corners.
Whoa, all it in. Yeah. Yeah.
Cathy going for another
Okay,
corner.
Here we go, halfway. Yep.
Well, the Leeds have set up some good ends this game.
Yeah.
There's that 4 on the scoreboard just leaps off at you.
Yeah, that sure
Tightening up the best?
really stands out, Linda, that's for sure.
Brenda Bomer now with the slight edge on Marianne Haslam. Canada down by 2 as we play here in 10.
Tighter. A little bit tighter.
Boy, it's shaping up across the board here, though. With Denmark leading the United States and looking like they just concede the win to them with 2 ends to play. And Germany beating Sweden, it would leave Denmark all alone in first place, and then 4 teams sitting at 3 losses. Pardon me, Sweden would drop back to 2 losses because they're behind Germany, and Canada would slip back to a 3rd loss, and that would be out of the playoffs at the present time.
But with still key matchups left, and that's what makes it so interesting.
And I guess the big factor really is, Vic, neither one of these 2 games are over.
Well, of course, Ray.
Well, I just
keeping us on our toes.
Point that out.
And there are the 2 guards set up. Remember, 1 guard theoretically means you can get 2, you get in behind it. If you're buried, they have to peel the guard, you get the 2nd one in. 2 corners means you have a chance for the 3 points.
We're going to the big swing, yeah.
Heather Godberson.
3rd first rock for Canada.
Yes! Hi, girls, hurry! Looks great, hurry!
Borst out to help.
They can get it there. It's got great line.
Drag it all the way. And they will brush it to just bite the top 8. Nice shot by Heather Godberson, who's struggled tonight.
Did it come out the other side, Linda?
Great brush.
That's what Norway's having a look at, but I think it's buried. She's going to try and catch a corner, but she has to be sure to get that guard off, if nothing else.
Hannah Woods.
You have to be careful not to jam that guard if you're spilling it over. Nice shot.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a bad break for Cathy. When I say bad break, it just curled so much it came out the other side. Nice shot by Hannah. I mean, you certainly have to give her full marks for that shot. It wasn't that easy. And just gets it by.
And remember, from the other end, the angles are slightly different. That rock was quite buried on her, and she got the corner.
Little wide, little wide, little wide. Gotta go. Where is it? We need the weight. Hard. Short. Yes. Hard. Hurry.
One more time.
Hurry. Hurry. You got it. You got it. Hard. Hard, 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 hard.
Better Stone, leaving it a little higher. And not peeking out this time. Or did it even from that angle?
No, I don't think.
Don't think so.
No, I don't think it's peeking out this time.
Their faces.
Good one.
Now here's what's ahead on the final day of round robin play for Alberta only. Beginning at 5:30 Mountain Time, you'll see the final draw of women's play as Cathy Borst goes against Germany. However, the rest of the country will see Ottawa's chase for the final playoff spot as they play Pittsburgh. That's at 7:30 Eastern Time. Dordi Nordby.
Can't really afford to go after it this time. You have to be careful about the jam, as I mentioned, peeling it this direction. And there it is.
There it is. You had to peel it the other way.
That's the winning point.
Wow.
Yeah. You picked it up. Then you had to peel that the other way if you were peeling it.
I don't understand that with Dordi's experience.
Yeah, that's
well, you can see, I mean, she always runs down, but Borst is just absolutely galloping down. She realizes she's gotten a great break here in 10.
Fast spot.
you just couldn't afford to even attempt to peel it that way. You had to peel it the other way.
So where do you go with this one?
Spread it out, get it back on the way over on the other side. Right across from the right on the tee line on the other side is fine.
Yep. It's for weight. Yep. It's for weight. Weight's okay. T. Weight's okay. T. Yep. T. Wall. T. Weight's okay. T. Make sure it's curling. T. Come on. Yep. Come on. T. Yep. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
And they are spread out 3, and that's enough to give Canada a possible win here in the 10th.
She's got to play the hit and roll now. What an unbelievable turn of events when it felt like Norway had complete control. Canada just hung in there and got the break.
Well, you could play the hit and roll, Linda, or you could play the freeze. As Linda suggests, you could play this one here and try and roll in behind this one here. Or you could come down here and sit right on the face of that one there. Or you could try the double, I guess. It's going to play the freeze. Looks like Linda.
Ja, så gjør ikke det nå, for da drar vi bak hit i tilfelle. Men opprinnelig så drar vi den hit.
I don't think she's played a lot of draws lately, has she?
Now we're just checking on the last ones. That was my feeling about the hit and roll. I can't think of the time that she's had to make a key draw like this during the game. She's played a lot of hits. She's only played 4 draws in the entire game.
Ja, altså det viktig at vi kommer inn da, men
And the last one she threw was in the 5th end. The ice has changed a lot. She's going to have to make an adjustment on a huge shot.
Canada, line 3. Winning points are in the house. Final stone for Norway. Haslam loves it, trying to drag it right down to the face.
Just curled a bit too much. Nice weight.
Great weight, but it can be hit it on the outside, just a little bit on the outside. You'll get rid of both the red and the yellow, and you'll stay there to
We got to control.
lie 3 and to win the game.
Yeah, I'm picking normal though. Just hit it here.
So even if we
Hit
check
this
it,
stone just a
okay.
little on the outside.
One or the other. You can't play.
You lose this. This will go this way here, and your
I like
shooter
this,
will roll
I
over
like
here
this.
someplace,
I like to hit it almost,
and you can
yeah,
score
almost on the
1,
nose.
2, 3.
Almost on the nose. Nose? Well, we got to hit here. Stick it. Roll over here.
I would
Just
be
make
trying
sure
to.
you catch enough of it to stay. Yep. Yep.
Heather's got to call the brushing on this, so this all. These are team efforts, Linda.
What kind of weight we looking
I think I need a little more ice. So a little more ice.
What kind of weight we looking at?
Control.
For the win. And a chance that
Yes! Whoa!
we all probably thought wasn't going to come. Here it is. Canada looking to score 3. Godberson calling off horn. Bomer, catch it, get the 3. Shooter sit. No.
Heather got caught in the middle, Linda. Do I tick it now,
Weight was up,
or do I
babe.
let it curl?
Yeah. Wait, was up. Sorry about that. Try. Good job.
Canada with a chance. Cathy Borst to get 3 for the win. The shooter wouldn't hang around. And she gets a break. And she'll take the game to an extra end and have the hammer. Norway and Dordi Nordby.
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz High Gloss Car Wax. The protection of Teflon in one easy step. Durable paint protection and a lasting shine. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
It was about the time that gold was discovered on Bonanza Creek that the Canadian Bank of Commerce set out on the epic trek to the Klondike to open the first official bank. There was plenty of gold, all right, but the men knew they could trust the bank because they were there on behalf of the government and could see a larger dream, a dream called Canada.
As in the past, CIBC continues to play a pioneering role by investing in Canada's vision of the future. Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, seeing beyond.
When AT&T Canada started this dime time thing, I said to myself, Dime boy, you gotta be a part of this. Call anyone in Canada, any evening, any weekend, for a dime or less.
Who needs the phone?
Dime time someone you love, okay?
I'm no hero. I'm just trying to get Canada talking.
One dime at a time.
New Dime Time, only from AT&T Canada.
I'm on an all-night flight when suddenly, heartburn. The guy in the next seat says, here, try this, Zantac 75. Thanks, I say. You know, maybe I ought to see a doctor about this heartburn. He says, you just did.
The medicine in Zantac 75 is the #1 doctor-prescribed acid reducer worldwide. Just one dose controls acid all day or all night.
Thanks, doctor, wherever you are.
New Zantac 75. All day or all night acid control.
Here are the standings going into this 8th draw. Denmark, Sweden at 1 loss. Canada, Germany, Norway sitting at 2 losses. And as we bring you up to date in the scores, Germany and Sweden have gone to an extra end after Sweden scored 2 in 10 to force it. Germany has the hammer coming home and trying to bring Sweden back. Scotland leads Japan. Japan has the hammer in 10. Denmark with hammer and the lead over the U.S. and they look to stay on top of the standings. Finland steals it from Switzerland to win 5-4. And in our game, we're going to an extra. Tied 7-7.
No!
Canada with a chance to win it. They couldn't hold the shooter, and so Norway will have the hammer to play this extra.
Katie,
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Sit, Katie. Whoa! Sit, Katie. Sit, Katie. Sit.
Oh.
No, goodness.
Oh, it just stopped. Just stopped.
What?
Kate Horn, agonized.
They talked to it.
Lost my weight on that. That's okay.
17.
What's she mean lost her weight, Linda?
I'm not sure. She's been struggling a little bit with the amount of leg drive she's had and hasn't felt very comfortable, I guess.
Bra räddning! Ja!
Kom igen!
Gå plats! Ja! Ja! Wow! Wow! Linne!
Kirsty Hay and Scotland have won 8-6 the final over Japan. So the team from Perth now 3-5. Mayumi Okutsu from Tokoro 1-7.
Got a curl? Where do you see it's way out there? A long way, but it's not.
Whoa.
Sliding now, sliding. It's more than half.
It's not curling at
No,
all.
we're good. We're half.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
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 Shot, Katie.
This girl.
That rock will not curl from me.
Let's go. Bara en då. Vi stannar igen då. Jag kommer med.
Well, Dordi made the come around because remember those front ones you cannot remove from play. We haven't seen many ticks this week. But she doesn't need another one in play, so they'll just throw this one through.
Denmark and the Americans as they play in 10, 6-5. Denmark leading. This is the final stone for the Danish skip. Helena Larson tied for the lead with Sweden and throwing against 3. Needs to hit and stick here.
It needs to curl a lot.
And she's going to roll away and give away the win. Can you believe that? Helena Larson gives up the steal of 2 to the Americans. By not able to hold the shooter, the Yanks will win it 7-6. And Kerry Erickson from Bemidji is now 2-6 in Denmark. giving it away, falls to 6-2.
Hæ? Nei, spill vanlig, du.
They're going to try and get rid of both of the yellow stones that are just very close to the rings. Hit the first one that the broom is on and come over and touch the other.
Whoa! 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 Bra!
Pretty nice shot,
Vi hører ikke på deg.
considering all.
Just redecorate, I think.
Tap it back to the
You're like,
Just
Yeah.
tap. No, tap the. No? No. You want to move the back, center one back?
Just
tap.
or sitting right on top of it even.
Yep. It's up to you. I like that, you guys.
You could sit right on top of it if you wanted. You could just tap it back, and that's what she's doing, I
Back
think.
eight? Back line? Yeah.
She'll tap this one back
We're moving 2 rocks.
onto that one. Try to move them around a bit.
Back line. Little stop. Back line. No line. No line. Whoa. No line. Cleaning. Whoa. Clean. Whoa, it's gonna curl. Clean's okay. Clean.
Brenda Bulmer. Bump. Bump.
Great shot. All the way, Kath. Hard. Hard. Hard.
And to the back 8.
That's a nice shot. Absolutely.
That's a nice shot.
That was a great shot.
And also,
Great shot, Brent. Very good.
You're right, Vic. Dordi with that broom is almost like a conductor. She kind of waves it around and points at the
Jeg tror vi
rocks
tar den,
and
ja.
lines them up.
Den dit. Jeg kødda. Bare kødda. Bare kødda.
Well,
She's conducting her own game out there, though.
I think they're chuckling about the one they jammed in the last end.
That's exactly
Saying
what.
maybe we won't push it onto the 4-foot this time.
Sånn, null is. Flatt jern. Og så hilser vi til Knut og Kristoffer.
Hannah Woods.
Ja, ja. Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh.
Yep.
I'm feeling.
Yeah, she had visions of running that right back out of the one to the back of the 8-foot there.
Well, at least you can chuckle about it. Although, Ray, no matter how many curling games you and I watch, there's always something that happens that seems different. You watch that Denmark game, you never would have thought that a Helena Block-Laversen would miss an open hit and stay on that situation, and you never would have thought Dordi Nordby would have played the shot she played, and then Cathy had the chance for the win.
Actually, I don't mind center.
The up weight just didn't come over.
Center guard. You guys? Come around's okay.
Okay.
You guys? I don't care either one.
We gotta get something generated here, guys.
He's playing it out in front.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Fast spot.
Halfway.
Fast spot. Gotta bend. Gotta bend. It's coming nice. Whoa, if you can, girls.
Not too deep.
Whoa, whoa.
Halfway.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's good. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, that one bent. Mine never bent. Yeah.
Coming up Thursday night at 8:30 Eastern in Alberta only. That's 8:30 Mountain Time. Edmonton, Los Angeles. While the rest of Canada will see Canada and Scotland, the final draw of men's play. Wayne Middaugh goes against David Smith.
Same thing, Kath. Yep.
Left. A little more. Little more. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa.
Clean it.
Whoa.
Same
Clean
place.
it. Let it bend. Let it bend. Yep.
That's good. That's good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Good shot. Nice weight.
Yep.
Det var nydelig spilt.
Anna Woods.
The left-hander.
She got that one started.
When she got away with it, almost jammed the Yellowstone back.
Enough? Nope. That's what I'm giving you. Nope, I know. It's bad. That's it here. Yours are moving a little bit more than mine.
Cathy Borst with her first here in this extra of a 7-7 tie.
I think it should be the same.
Meanwhile, Germany and Sweden are 6-6 in an extra end, and it's the final stone coming up for the German skip Andreas Schopp. Sweden is lying 1, covered but back 8.
Andrea on her first one made a raised double takeout. Elizabeth Gustafsson put it back.
And you're watching Cathy Borst in her first slip to the back edge of the 8.
Andreas needs to curl.
Oh, it crashes in front. Look what's happened here. And Sweden, Elizabeth Gustafsson from Umeå, the 2-time world champion, will steal it against Schopp. Win it final 7-6. That's absolutely wild what's happening out here.
Boy, it's setting up for, depending on what happens this game here with Cathy, it's setting up for a wild game tomorrow. Canada against Germany, Victor.
Germany falls to 5-3. Sweden is now 7-1 and alone in first place.
Men vi må ikke ta noen sjanse på garden, da.
Nei,
vi må komme forbi
extra
garden.
end games turned out to be played on the end sheets. A and E.
Jeg synes det her.
Well, this is one of those very unusual extra ends, Ray, where Norway has the 2 in the house. They know they can't prevent Cathy Borst from getting in there somewhere, so they have to make a decision. Can't get rid of everything out front. We have the shot rock. What are we going to protect?
I think what she's going to do is just try and put it right here, Linda, partially behind this one here. And then Cathy will have to go over to the other side here and try and tuck it a little bit behind that red one there.
And when you look at the analysis of what Dordi would protect, remember that the left-hand side, as we're looking at it, has been a little more consistent for weight. That's the turn Canada has preferred this end. So that's what Dordi would like to close off.
And even if Canada does maybe make the good come around, then the rock that's being thrown now, if it gets in the right spot, could always be tapped up to the button or raised over. Or I would definitely block this side of the ice. And for the reason of weight that you talked about too.
think that curled more than she wanted.
Yeah, it definitely did. It leaves a little bit of a slide there.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay. That's a little further out, eh?
Yeah.
Det syns jeg for å være helt ærlig.
Hva?
Jeg synes det er helt merkelig at vi ikke tok den med.
Yeah. Good. 49 on the last one. We've got more ice out here. You guys like this one? Yeah.
Like this one too?
Well, I think for the reason that Linda mentioned, the other side is just so tough to draw. I mean, you got to go way out in the frost and hope it breaks. Guess the weight. At least she just played one down there. Dordi's rock curled a little too much, so if Cathy can just get it a little bit behind the front one, she could make the shot very difficult.
She's got to be shot stone. She's got to get full 8. Piece of the 4 probably will be the best plan. Yeah, she needs 4 and needs backing.
It's just too much weight.
Yeah, just too much weight. I think it would have snapped over.
And there it goes and off. And Norway doesn't even have to throw it. Dordi Nordby will win it here in the extra. Winning it 8-7 over Cathy Borst. Oh, and this sets up a winner-take-all game against Germany in draw 9. We'll tell you about it. It comes down to win, you're in, loser, you're out.
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz High Gloss Car Wax. The protection of Teflon in one easy step. Durable paint protection and a lasting shine. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
Since 1982, Scott Paper has been the proud sponsor of the Scott Tournament of Hearts.
That's right, Gavin. Scott Towels has been there for the spills of victory.
And Scotty's was there for the disappointments of defeat. Oh, that was a tough loss.
Here's Sandra Schmerler and the Scott product team practicing their winning form.
What great action! That Scott team really delivers.
That was great. As always, the Scott Tournament of Hearts is brought to you by this family of fine Scott Paper products.
Your car is a high-precision instrument. Take it to AutoPro. With qualified personnel and state-of-the-art equipment, it's the expert on brakes, front-wheel drive, steering, suspension, and mufflers. All protected by AutoPro's national warranty. AutoPro, the largest network of car care professionals.
I first started on a rink just like this.
Elvis Stoico knows what it takes to be a champion.
It takes hard work to deliver a top performance.
Like McCain Frozen Punch delivers the real fruit taste of real fruit juice for champions like Elvis Stoico. McCain Frozen Punch in a choice of thirst-quenching flavors like grape, orange, and fruit punch. So get the jump-on taste, the year-round taste of real fruit juice in McCain Frozen Punch.
McCain, now that's top taste performance.
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz Gel Car Wash. Clean and enhance the shine of paint, leaving the protection of Teflon. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
Time now for the TSN Turning Point. Canada and in the 10th.
What a wild finish. Dordi Nordby makes a mistake and raises, jams the rock back on the, gives Cathy Borst a chance to win the game here in 10. She has to hit this a little fuller and stay in the rings for 3, but she rolls out. They go the extra end, and it's all history now.
And Norway wins at 8-7. A cash donation will be made to the Coaching Association of Canada for the training and development of coaches in amateur sport on behalf of TSN. So Canada had their chance in 10. And then when Cathy Borst is heavy with her final draw, Norway doesn't even have to throw their final one. Dordi Nordby wins it 8-7. And so here is what's going to be the scenario as we head into the final round-robin draw on Thursday. Sweden currently in first, Denmark, Norway at 2 losses, and there you see Canada, Germany at 3. And as it would be, Canada, Cathy Borst will play Andrea Schopp in the final round-robin draw. And those of you in Alberta will see it at 5:30 Mountain Time. Borst against Schopp. The winner is into the Final Four, the playoffs. The loser is eliminated from these Ford Worlds here in Kamloops. Oh, it's all on the line, Linda, who's with Cathy.
Cathy, it's one of those games. I know you must feel some frustration. Things just didn't work.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you what rocks were matched with what. It was really frustrating. And, you know, there's a couple rocks I'd like to have back. I think there was a pick in 7 that gave him 4, and there was the one in 10 that we could have had the win on. We were sort of in the in-between shot. We either could pick it or we could hit it on the nose, and it caught it right in between. So it was unfortunate, but we had no idea where to put the broom out there. That was frustrating.
Was that what happened in the 10th end? Because you threw fairly big weight, so it looked like it didn't come over. But let's have a look at it and just describe to us what you saw.
Yes! Well, I think I put it back a bit, and it just hung out. I think they said my weight was up. Yes! So they were just kind of cleaning it, and it didn't come over enough. I threw one there earlier, and it cut too much. So I think sometimes we find later on in the ends that they straighten up the ice. So. But we were passing rocks around the whole game, so we weren't really sure what we were throwing.
It was kind of a crazy game because the 4 also hurt you earlier in the game.
Yeah.
You had a draw to try and prevent them from getting the 4, and did it catch frost? What happened?
We think it picked because I had a ton of ice, and it just, like right out of my hand, it went. So we're not sure what happened to it.
You know that this sets up a big game, of course, the final round-robin game against Germany. The positive thing is you do control your own destiny.
Yeah, that's the good thing about it. We have to win the next one, so we'll see what happens.
You've had some scouting reports on other teams. Have you had a report on Andrea, or have you had a chance to talk about Germany yet?
We haven't looked at anything yet. I know in the beginning of the week she was playing fairly wide open. But I don't know how she's been playing lately, so we'll have to see what our scouts say and see what we can do.
Thanks very much for joining me, and of course we wish you the best of luck tomorrow.
Thanks very much.
Vic?
So here are all the scores from this women's 8th draw. Norway in the extra, and Sweden wins when Germany's Schopp crashes in front. Scotland beats Japan. Kirsty Hay from Perth. The USA steal it with 2 in 10 when Denmark can't hold a shooter. And Finland ends Switzerland's hopes with a win. Jana Jokela, a winner over Christina Lechstander from Tsu. Here at the Riverside Coliseum. Wow, what a night. And what a day it's going to be on Thursday. Winners in, the losers out, Canada and Germany.
Snickers is giving you a chance to feed your hunger for soccer action. It's as easy as keeping your eye on the ball for a chance to win a VIP trip to France to catch a World Cup playoff game. Keep your eyes on TSN March 16th to April 12th for your daily chance to enter the Snickers Spot the Ball contest. Take a close look at the picture with the missing ball, and we'll give you 20 minutes to call and tell us where you think the missing ball is. Keep your eyes open for the Snickers Spot the Ball contest on TSN to qualify for a chance to win. Hit www.tsn.ca for details.
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz High Gloss Car Wax. The protection of Teflon in one easy step. Durable paint protection and a lasting shine. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
Another Nokia discovery. Small words are hard to read, which is why at Nokia we make our screens big, so they're easier to read. Inspired technology with a human touch. Nokia, connecting people.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Wouldn't putting your stars together with our 5-star rating be a bright thing to do?
Remember, kids in the back seat.
And buckle up.
Wow. The 4 jumps out at you, and then, of course, the 2 and 10, which Canada could have made 3 had she been able to hold the shooter, but Norway wins it with their 1 and the extra 8-7. So 1 day of round-robin play remains, and it begins with the men's 8th draw. Canada and Wayne Madon on top of the table at 6-1 plays second place. Marko Juuso-Pevoniemi from Finland will have it for you at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then in Alberta only at 5:30 Mountain Time, you'll see the final women's round-robin draw. Cathy Borst against Germany and Andrea Schopp. Winners in, loser is out of the Final 4. And then at 10:30 Eastern Time, the rest of Canada, except for Alberta, will see Wayne Madon's final round-robin draw against Scotland and David Smith. So 3 draws are ahead for you, and yes, she has reason to celebrate. What a birthday it's been. 2 wins for Norway's Nordby, and she's into the playoffs.
If you care, Simonize it. Get professional results at home with Simoniz Gel Car Wash. Clean and enhance the shine of paint, leaving the protection of Teflon. Clean and protect your entire vehicle with Simoniz Gel Protectant, bursting with nutrient-enriched beads. Each application revitalizes, nourishes, and adds the lasting protection of Teflon. The Simoniz family of car care products are available at Canadian Tire.
Your X Double Roll has twice as many pillowy soft sheets, so you won't get caught with your pants down. Your X Double Roll, pillowy softness that lasts twice as long.
Next. Another case of boredom twitch syndrome.
Nothing relieves boredom twitch syndrome like Star Choice Digital Satellite Television. Over 90 channels of movies, sports, and entertainment. All with cinema quality picture and CD quality sound.
Honey, our favorite movie!
Oh, thank you. For a retailer in your community, call now. Finally, the choice is yours. Star Choice.
The 1998 Ford World Curling Championships on TSN are brought to you by Ford Motor Company of Canada Limited, by Karcher, quality cleaning equipment, by Labatt, Good Things Brewing, and by Simoniz Car Care Products. If you care, Simonize it. Simoniz is available exclusively at Canadian Tire.
It's fair to say that this 8th draw of women's play did not end the way I think many people expected. Missed opportunities, giveaways. What it does is leave Sweden alone in first place. Elizabeth Gustafsson at 7-1. Denmark and Norway are at 6-2. Canada, Germany 5-3, which sets up the all-important winner-take-all game in the 9th draw. Scotland, Switzerland, they've been eliminated now too, on through Japan and the team from Tokoro at 1-7. So it is Alberta only that will see Canada, Borst against Shop and Germany. The winner is into the playoffs and the loser is out here at the Ford Worlds. So one game. You played all this week. Linda, Ray?
Well, Ray, I want to ask you, is this maybe the craziest second last draw of round robin play we've ever had?
Well, we had everything tonight. We had, the steel Andrea Shop had a chance to draw to the forefoot to win her game, and Sweden had come back and steals it to win. You saw what happened in the Norwegian-Canadian game in the 10th end when, for what reason, I don't know, that Dordi Nordby peels the rock that particular way. She drives it into the rings and gives Canada a chance to, to hit and stick for 3. It doesn't happen. Finland beats Switzerland in a game that was wild as well, and it kept coming. And Helena Larson, she has a wide open hit, as you mentioned, to win her game, and it doesn't work that way.
So if you're Canada, you know you have a tough game coming up ahead. Andrea Shop, Germany, a former world champion. As I said to Cathy, though, you still have to take the positive slant that you have your destiny in your hands. You have to play well, but you have to do that if you want to win this thing.
Yeah, the nice thing, as you say, Linda, is she can do it herself. You hate sitting back waiting for one team to beat another, and you're having to rely on somebody else. So it's right there. And Cathy, after the game, she seemed to have a real good attitude in the interview you had with her.
And I think they'll have a little bit of time to talk about the ice. That seems to be the major problem. The ice fooled them, the stones fooled them. Andrea tends to keep it pretty open, but you don't want to rely on that. You want to really feel like you have control of those stones.
It's that sheet E. There's no question there's some stones that are different, and they're tough to match. And you're right, it was the stones that really, really fooled her.
So a big game tomorrow, Vic.
Without a doubt. Coming up, Sports Desk, and I'm sure they'll have a Masters preview. They'll bring you up to date on what's happened in Major League Baseball and in the NHL playoffs. So we're looking forward to Thursday, a thrilling Thursday. 2 draws of men's play, and of course that all-important game for Cathy Borst against Germany, which Alberta will see at 5:30 Mountain Time. So till we talk with you again, Canada's most comprehensive curling coverage is right here on TSN.
See it, live it. TSN, the official network of World Cup '98.